Come, let me show you how to apply your press-on nails so they last you at least 2 weeks. Today I'm bringing back my most viral press-ons ever with 4.2 million views in this gorgeous short almond shape. I always do my cuticle work when I remove my press-ons, so here's how I do it. After I buff the glue residue off, I wash my hands with warm soap and water and I get my cuticles nice and soft. Then I push them back with a metal cuticle pusher and I scrape up the cuticle around the edges as well. I get this area nice and clean so that the press-on will adhere correctly. First thing I do when I sit down to do my nails is I always lay out my sizes in front of me so they're ready to go. And then I'm going to buff and remove the shine from my nail. It's really important that you get all of the surface of the nail. So the edges, the cuticle, the top, middle, everywhere needs to be buffed so that it'll grip to that press-on. If you have oily nails, you can even take it a step further and do this gently to the inside of the press-on as well. Then you're going to remove the dirt and bacteria with a rubbing alcohol pad. And if you have oily nail type, you have to finish up with a nail dehydrator. This is a must. Rubbing alcohol isn't going to be enough to remove those oils. I like to use a brush on nail glue and I will put it on the inside of the press-on. Here's how much glue I use. This is more than enough to last me 2 weeks. And then I'm going to line it up at my cuticle, 45-degree angle, and slowly push it down. Hold firm in place for 10 seconds and then flip your positioning to hold at the edges so you get a good waterproof seal. Now for my thumbs, it's a little bit different. I use a lot more glue because they just don't stick if I don't do this. So I will put the glue on the press-on and then I will also put glue on my nail plate as well. And I also hold the nail a little bit firmer than I do my other fingers and for longer as well. Usually about 90 seconds for my thumb compared to 30 to 45 seconds for my smaller fingers. And always make sure that you let your press-ons fully dry for at least 1 hour minimum before you expose them to any type of water. Same goes for like lotions, oils, things like that. And that's it. Now you have a beautiful manicure that only took you 10 minutes to do from the comfort of your home, and it'll last you for 2 to 3 weeks max. Here's a little pro tip for you. If you're doing all of these things and they're still not staying on, check your nails and see if they are flat, because it is a lot more common than you think, and that is something that we can definitely work with. Check my hacks playlist and I have a video called the sandwich method. You're welcome.